The term celibacy is often misunderstood, especially when attempting to translate the ancient concept of brahmacharya. It's important to note that these two terms are not synonymous. What brahmacharya truly means, the word brahmacharya originates from two Sanskrit roots, Brahman, meaning the ultimate or the divine, and charya, meaning the path or conduct. Thus, brahmacharya is the pursuit of the ultimate, a disciplined path aimed at realizing higher dimensions of life. It is not merely an act of abstaining from physical desires or suppressing natural urges. It is a conscious reorganization of one's energies towards spiritual growth. In contrast, celibacy is often reduced to the idea of denying or restraining oneself from sexual impulses. This limited perspective focuses solely on the physical and mental aspects, missing the profound spiritual dimension that brahmacharya embodies, the inner foundation of joy and peace. In life, we learn through experience that external relationships, however dear, cannot provide constant reliability. Even those we cherish most deeply cannot sustain our joy or peace 24 hours a day. This is not a criticism of relationships, but a recognition of their inherent limitations. When you truly understand this, you recognize that sustainable joy and peace must come from within. A brahmachari, practitioner of brahmacharya, strives to create a state where their inner well-being is self-sufficient. They seek to organize their energies so that their love, joy, and peace are independent of external sources. Why is this so important? If your internal state fluctuates based on others' actions or the circumstances around you, you are bound to chase happiness compulsively. Compulsive behavior leads to entanglement, making it impossible to achieve higher states of awareness or consciousness. From compulsion to consciousness. A brahmachari is someone moving from a compulsive existence to a conscious one. Compulsiveness is a form of bondage, a deep, ingrained sense of slavery to habits and instincts. For many, compulsions are romanticized, adorned with poetic expressions, or celebrated in stories and movies. However, at their core, compulsions are just that, uncontrollable impulses cloaked in illusion. If you wish to transcend this, the first step is acknowledging that compulsive behaviors hinder growth. Without this realization, true progress, be it spiritual or personal, is unattainable. Conscious living, on the other hand, allows you to align with your inner nature and pursue the boundless possibilities of existence. The misinterpretation of celibacy. The term celibacy can often carry a negative connotation. When approached without understanding, it is seen as a forced restraint, creating inner conflict and suffering. Many people attempt to suppress their desires without addressing the root causes or aligning their energies. This leads to frustration, confusion, and sometimes even psychological distress. However, if your energies are harmonized and elevated, the need for external validation or fulfillment diminishes. In such a state, you naturally experience joy and fulfillment from within. You don't abstain from desires out of obligation, but because you no longer feel compelled by them. Effort and expansion. This state of inner fulfillment does not come automatically. It requires effort, discipline, and a conscious commitment to growth. Letting life flow, as it will, a popular notion in modern philosophies, may sound appealing, but it often leads to aimlessness. True liberation comes from conscious participation in life, not passive surrender to its whims. Nature operates on multiple levels. At the surface, the body's primary concerns are self-preservation and procreation. Left unchecked, these instincts dominate, leading to a life centered on eating, sleeping, reproduction, and eventual death. Yet, within every individual lies another nature, one that seeks expansion, boundlessness, and connection with the infinite. This deeper longing transcends physical survival and drives us towards spiritual growth. Choosing the path of inner nature. The choice between following your physical instincts and pursuing your inner nature defines your life's direction. If you give in solely to the body's demands, life remains confined to basic biological processes. However, if you align with the inner nature that yearns for boundless expansion, you unlock profound dimensions of experience. The practices of brahmacharya and similar disciplines emerged from this understanding. They provide a framework for transcending physical compulsions and nurturing spiritual growth. Historical context and misappropriation. The concept of brahmacharya has deep roots in Indian spiritual traditions. Unfortunately, as aspects of this practice spread to other cultures, much of its original depth was lost. For example, celibacy in Western contexts often became a superficial imitation of yogic principles, devoid of the energy, work, and understanding that underpin brahmacharya. Even thousands of years ago, Indian yogis traveled widely, sharing their knowledge and influencing cultures as far as Europe and Arabia. Their teachings often emphasized the importance of inner discipline and energy alignment. However, over time, these profound ideas were simplified or misunderstood, leading to practices that lacked the necessary depth. Yoga and surface understanding. A similar fate befell yoga itself. In its true form, yoga is a comprehensive system for aligning body, mind, and spirit. Yet today, it is often reduced to physical postures and exercises, a shallow representation of a profound science. Likewise, brahmacharya should not be mistaken for mere restraint. It is a holistic approach to life that prioritizes inner transformation over external compliance. Reaching for the ultimate, the path of brahmacharya is not about denial. It is about empowerment. It is about channeling your energies toward higher possibilities rather than scattering them in compulsive pursuits. It requires courage, commitment, and a deep desire to transcend the ordinary. For those who embrace this path, life takes on a new dimension. Joy and peace become intrinsic, unshaken by external circumstances. Relationships become richer, not because you depend on them for happiness, but because you bring your own fullness to them. To truly understand brahmacharya is to understand the potential of human life itself. It is an invitation to explore the infinite, to go beyond the confines of the physical, and to realize the ultimate truth of existence. The journey of brahmacharya is a profound one. It challenges us to rise above compulsions, align with our deeper nature, and embrace the boundless possibilities of life. By understanding its true meaning and practicing it with awareness, we can unlock dimensions of joy, peace, and fulfillment that far surpass the fleeting pleasures of the physical realm. Let us not settle for shallow imitations or misconceptions. Instead, let us strive to live consciously with a commitment to inner growth and ultimate liberation.